What's up, everybody? It's the Alex Leak and Friends NBA podcast, back for another week. I'm your host, Alex Leak, and this is the conference finals episode. We're finally here. We've got game one played in both series. The Celtics Heat and the Lakers Nuggets. The Heat go up 1-0 on the Celtics. The Nuggets go up 1-0 on the Lakers. The opposite of what many expected, with a lot of people picking a Celtics-Lakers NBA Finals. But game ones go the opposite direction, and we're going to break it down, plus talk about, looking ahead in these series. First of all, Lakers-Nuggets, game two tonight. Game one was 2 nights ago on Tuesday night, and a hell of a game as, the Nuggets really surprised folks with the way they came out. At home, they've got the 1 seed and home court advantage in the series, so that definitely helps things. And they need to take advantage of the home court. They need to get out to a 2-0 series lead. If you split, then you give the Lakers a lot of momentum to go home and get up 3-1 on you. You know what I mean? It's tough to win in LA. Not only the star power that the Lakers have and the talent they have on the team, but the officiating, really goes pro Lakers when they're at home. So that's something you're going to have to battle this entire series, is the officiating in the Lakers' favor. And, AD and LeBron and Austin Reeves and then, an entire squad, Lonnie Walker, etc. But Nikola Jokic is really the problem. So going into this series, I picked the Nuggets to win in 7 games. Home court, I think, plays a factor, and the Nuggets, are a really good team, and we saw that in this game as Jokic, with his third or fourth? Let's look at this real quick again. 1, 2, his 4th triple-double in the last 5 games. Ever since game 3 of the Sun series, he had a triple-double. He didn't in game 4, but he still scored 53 points, and then a triple-double in game 5, game 6, and then game 1 of this series. So Jokic, if he's not getting a triple-double, he's putting up 50-plus on you, and he's had a triple-double while averaging 30 points a game in 4 of the last 5. So Jokic is playing out of his mind, and he does again in game 1. He had a double-double through the first quarter. The dude was just incredible. Finishes with 34 points, 21 rebounds, and 14 assists. And the big question of this series, the big, weight is going to fall on Anthony Davis. And he has to defend Jokic because he needs to at least slow him down. Because if you double Jokic, he's going to tear you apart with his excellent passing skills and just eat you alive. And he did plenty of that in game 1. It's up to Anthony Davis to make Jokic work on the defensive end and then slow him down on the offensive end. And he was unable to do that in game 1 with a monster triple-double. Jamal Murray also pitched in 31 points, led the team with 4 threes. And to me, he's the key to the series. I think the Lakers are going to have to double Jokic and trap him and try to get the ball out of his hands with LeBron and AD and their defenders, but their best defenders. But it's going to be up to the Nuggets role players, guys like Jamal Murray, guys like Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They have to hit the open shot. Bruce Brown as well. You have to hit the open shot and make the Lakers pay for doubling Jokic, because you're going to have open looks, and you have to make them. And they did an excellent job of that in game 1. Their role players stepped up, and they win 132-126 But this game, despite the fact that I think most people come out of game one feeling like the Nuggets dominated the game, right? But the concerning part is that was a 3-point game with 2 minutes to go. And, but so the Lakers are going to be in these games. They might get blown out a game or two, but they're going to be in a lot of them. They're going to keep fighting. And, how demoralizing would it have been for the Nuggets to play as well as they did in game one and lose that game? Luckily, they didn't. LeBron James with a couple mistakes in the clutch. He turns the ball over and misses a three, both in the final seconds. Both, the Lakers needed buckets there. So it's going to be something to keep an eye on. How clutch are the Lakers? How clutch is LeBron? How clutch is Anthony Davis? LeBron was not clutch at the end of this game with a turnover and a missed three. Anthony Davis leads the Lakers with 40 points and 10 rebounds. And LeBron was 1 assist shy of a triple-double with 26 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. For LeBron and AD to put up that good of numbers and lose the game isn't a good look either. So this is going to be a very compelling series. This is going to go 6 or 7 games either way. And a good start for Denver, but they need to bring it again tonight in Game 2 at home and go up 2-0. It's key. It's vital to go up 2-0. You don't want to split and be 1-1 going to LA, because then that puts the pressure on Denver to get a win in LA. If you win these two and go up 2-0, then that puts a ton of pressure on the Lakers in Game 3 and in Game 4 to even that series up. And then if you can steal one, then if you're the Nuggets, you're up 3-1 going home for Game 5. That's what you have to do. You have to bury this Lakers team. You have to cut the head off the snake early in the series. You don't want to allow this team to hang around because they're proven. They've won a championship before with LeBron and AD. So you have to take advantage of the home court and go up 2-0 tonight and keep the pressure on the Lakers. If not, then it's 1-1 and the pressure's on Denver with the series going to LA. So I'm picking the Nuggets to win tonight. I think you're going to get the Lakers' best shot, a real good shot tonight in Denver, but Jokic and Murray have to ball out, and their role players have to hit the open three. You're going to get open looks. You have to knock them down. And so we'll see. Austin Reeves has been a key role player for the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder, Lonnie Walker, Vanderbilt, etc. But I think the Nuggets are the deeper team. I think they've got the better role players. I think Aaron Gordon is better equipped to defend LeBron, Michael Porter Jr. as well. And then Jokic is skilled enough to keep the pressure on Anthony Davis and make him work on the defensive side of the ball and tire him out so that hopefully he doesn't drop a 40-point double-double on you again tonight. So, massive game tonight in Game 2. The Nuggets need to go up 2-0. If it's 1-1, I'm going to be concerned. If you're up 2-0, then good, and we can worry about Game 3. So, let's look at the Eastern Conference. A massive win last night for the Heat over the Celtics in Boston, right? The Celtics have home court in this series. And almost everyone is picking the Celtics to win this. My prediction even was Celtics in 7. If you remember, the Heat had home court last year in the 1 seed and couldn't get the job done. And were probably better equipped to beat Boston last year. But this Heat team is great. As an 8 seed, they take down the Bucks, who was everyone's pick to win the Eastern Conference and potentially win the entire championship this year. So they beat them, and they beat the Knicks, and people are still sleeping on the Heat, saying the Celtics are a bad matchup. The Heat are seeking to become the first 8 seed to make the finals since the 1999 New York Knicks. And I can't say enough about how good Jimmy Butler has been in these playoffs. He's upped his game from the regular season. You know, we criticize Joel Embiid for being 10 points down compared to his regular season numbers. He wins the regular season MVP, has a great year, but his playoffs performance is way down from what his regular season performance was. That's the opposite of the case with Jimmy Butler, where his numbers are up. He's averaging like 35 points a game in the playoffs and putting this team on his back. And he again does it in game one. In the Garden, he puts up 35 points and 6 steals, outplays Jason Tatum, and wins a road game one. And the pressure is all on Boston now. With one single win by the Heat, the pressure is all on Boston. Makes game two a must-win already in the series, because if you go down 0-2 and then are going to Miami, man, the Heat might steal this series. And so Boston better bring it. I think the Heat are the better coach team, and I think the Heat have the better number one option. I really do. I think Jimmy Butler is greater than Jason Tatum. Better built to lead a team to a championship than Jason Tatum is. And I got some pushback from saying that on Twitter last night. But what did Jason Tatum do in the finals last year? He was great at leading the Celtics to the finals. He was great at the end of the fourth quarter of Game 6 against Philly. He was great in Game 7 with that 51-point performance against the Sixers, you know. But the most points ever in a Game 7. But do I trust Jason Tatum? No. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, the evidence is right there in front of my face. A 51-point Game 7, the most ever, you know, to deliver the series win, get back to the Eastern Conference. So all signs are pointing to trust Jason Tatum. But I don't. And going back, what stays in my mind is multiple Game 7 losses by this team. And no showing in the finals last year. The Celtics had a 2-1 series lead against the Warriors and blew it. And Jason Tatum got outplayed. And in Game 1 of this series, Jason Tatum got outplayed again. Now the pressure is all on Boston to at least split the first two at home and go to Miami and needing the split. And they feel like they can and be 2-2 going to Game 5 with home court advantage, right? But the pressure's on the Celtics in Game 2. If they can't get that done, they'll be down 0-2 going to Miami, and that's a terrible position to be in. So I do expect the Celtics to win Game 2, even it up, but if Miami can take care of home court, then it's 3-1 Heat going to Game 5. So this is, again, going to be a great series. It's going to go 6 or 7 games either way, in my opinion. And give me, you know, I said Celtics in 7. I'm not going to go away from that yet. You know, I still think the Celtics are the better team. But Jimmy Butler is the better dog. He's the better dude. He's the better closer. He's the better superstar, in my opinion. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this series. If the Heat win Game 2, I will officially change my pick to the Heat. I'll say Heat in 6. The only reason I say Celtics in 7 is because you don't want to have to play a Game 7 in the Garden if you're the Heat. That's where I say Celtics in 7. It's going to be a long series. If the Heat can close it out in 6, then that's how they win the series. Philly couldn't close it out in 6. Miami's better equipped to close it out in 6 than the Sixers were. Again, if it was a Sixers-Heat Eastern Conference Finals, I'd be riding with the Heat all day. So I do have some respect for the Celtics, and they are dangerous. But I like Jimmy Butler and these Heat, and don't let them win a championship. Otherwise, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be talking a lot of smack because I've liked Jimmy Butler since day one in Chicago. You know, and the Bulls passed on him. You know, paying him and building the team around him. They passed. Big mistake. They're still paying for it. The Sixers passed on him. Imagine if the Sixers had Jimmy Butler now. I think they'd be in a much better spot. So I think they'd be playing the Eastern Conference Finals instead of the Heat. So Incredible job what the Miami Heat are doing and what Jimmy Butler's doing as the 8th seed in the East. I got to give Bam Adebayo some credit, who played great last night, and he played a major role. His effort on the glass and even on the offensive side of the ball played a big role in why the Heat won that game. And the Heat role players outplayed the Celtics role players. So Game 2 is going to be absolute massive for this series. I think the Celtics get the win, but a great win in Game 1 to steal home court for the Heat. And then Games 3 and 4 are going to be crucial if they can take care of home court. So all the credit due to Jimmy Butler. He's trying to get these Heat back to the finals since 2020 when he led them there, and see if he can get a championship for the Heat. So that's what I got to say on that series. But Game 2 tonight of Lakers Nuggets, I can't wait. Must watch game if you're an NBA fan. All the pressure on, a lot of pressure on Denver still. They need to win. They need to go up 2-0. We'll see how good of a job the Lakers do defending Jokic, who needs to have a great game. He needs another triple-double. He needs to put up 30-plus and keep the pressure on Anthony Davis, make him work on the defensive end. And again, the Nuggets role players need to outplay the Lakers role players and go up 2-0 and keep the pressure on LA. So, big game tonight. I'll pick the Nuggets to win tonight. They need it. And then hopefully they're up 2-0 going to LA. And still, it's going to be a hell of a series. So I can't wait for tonight. Go Nuggets. And then Friday night, go Heat. But pressure's on Nuggets and Celtics in these Game 2s. And we'll see if you're chosen one, if you're king, LeBron can be clutch. Can step up in the clutch. He did not in Game 1. A turnover and a missed 3 in Game 1. He's got to do better than that. He's got to step up in the biggest moments and lead his Lakers to playoff wins. So we'll see if he can do it. Again, I think Anthony Davis is the best player on the Lakers, but it's going to be up to LeBron to be clutch. If you remember, back in 2020, the Lakers, Anthony Davis hit a big shot in that series. I think it was Game 3 or Game 4. He hit a game winner that really, put the Lakers up 3-1 or really put the pressure on Denver in that series. So he's capable of being clutch too. But go Nuggets, go up 2-0 tonight, and keep the pressure on LA. Otherwise, if you allow a split, Denver, then you're in a bad spot. Now the pressure is going to be on you to get at least one in LA. So. But Jokic's performance in Game 1 was incredible. I tweeted Nikola Chamberlain because he was playing like Wilt out there. In the first quarter, he already had a double-double. He had a monster triple-double in the game. Again, 4 triple-doubles in the last 5 games. Jokic, you're going to need another triple-double tonight to keep the pressure on and go up 2-0 in this series. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll keep these coming out throughout the conference finals, and we should have some cool guests on for the NBA finals. So, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Tell me what you think is going to happen in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, get our numbers up, and follow along throughout these playoffs. Have a great week, guys, and peace out.